Hello everyone and welcome to this presentation. Today we're going to talk about the best hardware for different devices. We often hear words like RAM, processor or SSD, but we don't have always know what they mean or why they matter. In this presentation, I will compare four devices that most of us use a lot: the gaming computer, the school Chromebook, the smartphone, and the graphic design computer. At the end, I'll give you a summary with the best recommendations for each one. The goal is that after watching this video, you'll have a clear idea of what to look for if you want to buy or upgrade one of these devices. Let's start with the gaming computer. The first thing, the memory or RAM for gaming. The ideal is 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM with high speed around 5200 MHz or higher. Why so much? Because modern games use a lot of resources, and if your RAM is too small or too slow, the game might lag or take a long time to load. Next is the processor. For smooth gaming, the best choice is an Intel Core i7 or i9 or an AMD Ryzen 7 or 9. These processors have at least 8 cores, which means they can handle many tasks at the same time. This helps games run faster and smoother. Finally, storage. The best option is a 1TB NVMe SSD. This type of drive is much faster than the traditional hard drive, the HDD with an SSD. Your games load in seconds instead of minutes. HDDs are fine for extra, cheap storage, but for gaming, SSD speed is what matters most. That's how you build a powerful gaming PC. Now let's move to the school Chromebook. Unlike a gaming PC, a Chromebook doesn't need a lot of power because it's designed for simple tasks like browsing the internet, doing homework, or attending online classes. For memory, 4 to 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4X RAM is enough. This lets you keep several tabs and apps open without slowing down. As for the processor, Chromebooks often use Intel Celeron Pentium Silver or ARM chips. These have 2 to 4 cores, and while they are not as powerful as an i70 or Ryzen, they work perfectly for students. Storage is usually eMMC, which is lower than SSDs, but it works fine because most files are stored in the cloud in Google Drive, so in short, Chromebooks are light, affordable, and perfect for school needs. The third device is a smartphone. For memory, the sweet spot is between 8 and 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM. With this amount, you can keep many apps open and switch between them without freezing. For the processor, the top choices are Apple A17 Pros or Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. These chips have multiple cores and are designed to handle demanding apps like mobile games. When it comes to storage, all modern smartphones use SSD-style storage. On Androids, it's called UFS, and on iPhones, it's UVMe. The minimum I recommend is 128 gigabytes because of photos, videos, and apps. The fourth device is the graphic design computer. Unlike the gaming PC, this one needs not only speed but also the ability to handle very large files and creative software. For RAM, the ideal is 32 gigabytes of DDR5. If that's too much, you can work with 16 gigabytes, but for heavy work like 4K videos editing or 3D animations, 32 gigabytes make the big difference. For the processor, you want something with many cores, like Apple M3 Pro, Intel Core i9, or AMD Ryzen 9. These are excellent for rendering. Finally, for storage, at least 1 terabyte of SSD is necessary. Creative programs like Photoshop, Illustrator, or Blender create very large files, and an SSD lets you open and save them quickly. This makes your creativity workflow smoother and less frustrating. I hope you like this video about all the different RAM memories and how it will fit in different devices.